Okay, this is Mike Baglivo, and he's going to explain to us all the important things about a home inspection. Go, Mike.
Okay, when we come there to do a home inspection at the house, the home inspector should be looking at what's called the Big Six. The electrical, the plumbing, the heating, the structure, the roof, and the termites, wood-destroying insects. They're all part of the same group. Reason why I say the Big Six is because that's where the money is. Cosmetic things, safety issues, yeah, they're kind of important, but it's not where the money is. Alrighty, you know, any inspector's going to look at everything, but when you go there, that's where you want to look, is that Big Six. Part of the Big Six, actually 5 of the Big Six, is actually in the ground level or basement, whichever one you have. All right, whether it be a slab or if you have a basement. Okay, now in the basement, you're going to have the electrical, your plumbing, your heating, your structure, and your termites. Roof obviously is up on the top level. When you're looking down your basement, when you look at structure, you look for cracks. You look if the crack starts from a very small point to a very big point. Alrighty, you look for termites, you look for mud-destroying insects in regards to mud tunnels on top of beams, or you look for any type of soft spots and you hit it, whether or not your screwdriver would actually go all the way through it. Now, when you look at the boiler, what you do is, as you'll see when we come here and we start to look at the boiler, alrighty, you look to see what type of boiler it is to begin with, whether it be a gas or oil model. Alrighty, that's what you have to do first off. Secondly off, you want to turn and make sure, you want to see if it's steam, if it works by gravity, or if it works by reciprocating water, which means the water goes all the way around and goes through your, you want me to stop or?
No,
okay.
Keep going.
All right, it goes through, if you want to make sure that you turn, you go for the water that goes around, through radiators, through baseboard heating, and so on. Alrighty? If you turn, you come around through here, you'll see that this is a Burnham. It's a brand new Burnham. Burnhams, they say usually it's anywhere, you know, are good for anywhere from 40 to 50 years when maintained. That goes for anything, you know, any type of good boiler. Burnham, peerless boilers, as well as any type of, off the top of my head, I just can't remember. Well, McLean is another one. Alrighty, these are the type of boilers that, you know, are very common here up in the Northeast, and they're very good. Again, just like a car, you need to maintain it, which means tune-ups. Tune-ups should be given any time between September and October before you really start to get any type of really heavy-duty use out of it. If we want to go into forced air and stuff of that sort, we'll be able to go on to that in another video. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn what we have right over here with some reciprocating hot water. Alrighty, and what it does is it goes through here. Boiler burns up the water. Water goes in through the pipes, comes round and round, and keeps coming back and back through here through the burner in order to get the hot pipes hot. When we turn, we take a look at the boiler. We actually turn, we run what's called a CO detector on there to check to see if any type of how high the CO levels are on the unit itself. Alrighty, this unit here is running at somewhere between 10 and 11 ppms, which is parts per million, and that's running good. When you turn around and have anything that's over 40, that means that you've got more carbon monoxide coming out than you should, and it should get tuned up, and it's also to the point where it could be dangerous in the household. Alrighty? Boilers should also have proper pitches on the chimneys. Point this way, Jules. Proper pitches on the chimney, so that way it lets out the carbon monoxide. Alrighty? Out through the chimney. Now, if for some reason the chimney turns around and is clogged, or if you have high CO levels, what you need to do is, besides calling the fire department, what you would also do is you turn the heat off, bring the thermostat down all the way you possibly can. You open all the windows, and you come over here, and you have, it might be on this side, no, or emergency shut-off switch was probably inside the house. Oh, here it is. Here's your emergency shut-off switch right here. Alrighty? Okay? You turn it off right off the bat, and it would end up shutting everything down. Then you get a hold of your boiler man or your Keyspan or National Grid, whichever one that has contracts through there to take care of your unit. Okay? That's what we turn around and we do on the boiler. Now, over here you see you have your hot water heater. These are called 10-year hot water heaters. This here is A.O. Smith, another good brand. If you do one simple thing, you do 3 times a year, you would end up turning and get 17, 18 years out of it. On our hot water heaters, what we turn and do is you end up, we get water from reservoirs. Reservoirs have minerals in the water. Water comes down, settles down at the bottom. Alrighty, when we take showers and use our sinks and so forth, takes it from the center of the unit, and the water down at the bottom starts getting heavier and hard. Alrighty, in which case it turns around and makes the thing use more oil than it's more oil or gas than it's supposed to. It could also turn around and make sure that it ends up having would end up making would also make it heavy and hard, and would also make it rust from the inside out quicker. If you do one simple thing, I said once every 3 to 4 months, you could actually turn around and end up having a lot more life to it. What you do is you remove that heavy and hard water, and by doing that, you connect the garden hose to the bottom of his. Alrighty? And you end up put the garden hose outside, and with a screwdriver you open this up. This valve will end up, when you open it up, will remove all that heavy and hard water. You're ready to run for a couple of minutes in order to change all the water. Okay? You don't have to worry about adding water to it, because it automatically adds into it due to the fact that it takes as if you was using the sink. Okay? Now, when these things go bad, they go bad many different ways. Obviously, you might end up hearing steam, where water is dripping on top of the unit, the boiler, or the flame down inside there as well. You can actually see water around the side. Obviously, not working is another way. And also, what happens is you'll end up starting to see some sort of a bubble part on the lower half of your unit, sort of like sticking out, like as if you saw those old cars that drove through the bad weather a long time, and it ends up looks like somebody painted over a bubble or a rust spot. They actually didn't. It's rusting from the inside out. That works the same way with a hot water heater. When you see that, that means you need to change this thing as quickly as possible before it bursts. Okay. Again, since it does burn gas or oil, you have a fluid, lets out carbon dioxide, and that's what you want. You want to see proper pitch on the unit itself. Okay. Now, in this house, you turn around, you see we have a block foundation. Okay. You can actually have mud tubes that come up alongside it, or inside the block itself, that go up alongside the wall. Alrighty, so we're looking for not just structure, we're also looking to see if there's any type of cracks, as well as any type of termite situation that might be going on. On this place here, you see that there's a little moisture or wetness over there. It means there's some problem with the roof coming on in here. We got a little bit of a leak inside there from the roof above. So obviously when we do the rest of the inspection, we'd have to take a look what's going on top of the roof. Alrighty, when you take a look at the exposed beams, you're looking to see if there's any type of damage, either through dry rot or through termites. Okay? Now, what you certainly do is when you're looking through this, let's take this for a second here, you'll see that there is some sort of wood damage here, and that is created through dry rot. Okay? It's not termites, alrighty? Probably from past leaks, and those leaks turn around and ended up, drying out, ruining the wood over long periods of time. Okay? I want to make this quick, so that way I don't bore everybody with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk into the house. I'm going to go over by the electrical panel box, just to give you a short overview of what's going on over there.
And by the way, if we didn't mention, Mike Baglivo is with A Federal Home Inspections, located on 11th Avenue and 68th Street in Brooklyn.
Let me turn these lights on for you. Okay. Okay. Can you kind of put the camera up and watch it from over there? Okay.
Yep.
You can see everything in there? Okay. What we're trying to do is we're looking at is a electrical panel box. This electrical panel box is legal. It's fine in here. It's 100 amp service coming in. Alrighty, we got copper line coming in, which is good. It had some sort of an upgrade. As you can see, the brand new wires coming into the main. We've got no double tapping. Double tapping is when you have 2 wires to 1 breaker, so it's clean. There's no fray, there's no burn, and all the wires are capped, which is what you want to see. Alrighty. This is what your home inspector should do whenever he comes into the house, to turn around and take a look at your circuit breaker box. Alright, these are just one of the many things that we end up looking at when we come there. We also, besides looking at the electrical panel box and looking for those things, alrighty, we look at, we check the outlets to make sure that the outlets are all grounded properly or set up wires properly. It should be, there we go. The you come over here, you'll end up seeing that what you do is you should put a tester to the outlet, and you see two yellows. Two yellows mean that it's all wired properly. You have a hot, a neutral, and a ground. Alrighty, when it's all hooked up properly, you see the two yellows. If for some reason you end up seeing a neutral or a red, any type of red in there, which means you might have an open neutral, or your hot and neutral might be swapped, that means it's an electrical hazard, and that needs to get changed or worked on to bring it to upgrade. So a home inspector needs to take a look at this as well. Last but not least, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up showing you in regards to water. Okay? All inspectors, as soon as they walk into the house, should start by opening the water. Alrighty? That water is because it's been sitting in there for a long time. That's the reason why it was color like that. We should also turn on all the water in the house. That's the kitchens, the bathrooms, the tubs, all of it, and you let them all run right from the beginning till almost when you're just about when you're done with downstairs in the basement. It should take almost an hour. So you should have that water run for a long period of time, so that way you can tell and see if you have any type of backups, leaks, bad plumbing, and so on. Alrighty? And when you do take a look at pipes, always run your hand underneath it when you're done to see if there's any type of water, because sometimes just by the sight you can't actually see. You need to touch the pipes to see what's going on underneath there. Alrighty? I don't want to take too much time with the inspection, but this is what we wanted to make sure that you got a hold of. This is just a sample of the type of home inspections I offer, and that you should actually be looking for when you actually go to a house and looking to buy a house. You should know the big six, find out what's going on with the big six, see how to know how to maintain whatever's in regards to like the hot water heater and the boiler, and your home inspector should explain these things to you. If you call me at A Federal Home Inspections, I will turn around and do all of this and a lot more on top of it. Alrighty? My phone number is 718-259-8799. That's 718-259-8799. I'm located at 68th Street and 11th Avenue in Brooklyn. Alrighty? If you have any questions, whether you're going to use me or not use me, don't hesitate to give me a call. I appreciate your time and effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.